is it?
We didn't believe your husband.
Oh, I almost forgot. I do have a husband, don't I?
You better believe it.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Mr. Gabrielle Medina Holden? My original name was Max, the luckiest man in the world, Holden.
Really? What a coincidence. I'm the luckiest woman in the world. And here we are, married to each other. However, I am annoyed with you, husband.
Already? I mean, we've only been married a few hours.
Yes, but you promised me something, and you've already reneged on it.
Yes, boss. Mr. Whitehead. Sir, what could I do for you?
Whitey was raving so much about your hash. Mr. Hester's daughter wanted to compliment you.
I'd love to have your secret recipe for that hash.
Well, I think you could probably find it on the side of a can. Isn't that right, Chef?
Isn't she a kidder?
Whitey, is there some reason that you brought your own cook?
Yeah, I love his cooking.
Wow.
I'd love anything that man makes.
All this fuss just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, hash is hash. Nobody likes hash. I want some of that chicken everybody else has. Chef, would you mind... Oh, my God. You're Whitey's chef?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
No wonder this food is so bad. You're... Ow! Lucky, you idiot!
Oh, I'm so sorry, love of my life.
Darling, come on upstairs. I'll help you get cleaned up.
Not until I get some decent
Well,
food.
Angel, we'll get you some food now. Come on, and we'll get your dress cleaned.
Sorry, folks, about all this commotion while you're eating supper. Guess it wasn't such a great idea for us to bring our wives and girlfriends along, huh?
From what I've seen, you're a guy who likes abuse, Whitey.
You people aren't laughing at Frank Whitehead, are you? I didn't think so.
Oh, Chef, I just wanted to say how very exciting it is to see you here, and, well, I really missed your gourmet treat.
Oh, really? From what I've seen, you tend to make a meal out of just about anything at hand. Miss Hesser, I'll get your plate for you and I'll bring it right out.
Get over. I got your gourmet treat right here. Getting cold.
What the hell's wrong with Jake?
Explain it later, okay?
Guys, talk normal, please.
Hell, it's cooler. I'm starting to look suspicious as hell at this table.
No, I'm not gonna call him. I'm gonna go talk to Jake.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Here you go, Renee.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Is there a particular reason that you're having your little salad here all by your lonesome tonight?
How about I'm not talking to my husband?
Ah, would that be because of the latest issue of the National Intruder?
It might be, if you're talking about the issue starring Asa Buchanan on the front, hanging all over some strange young woman.
Aha, that's the issue I'm talking about. I don't get it.
According to Asa, Wanda, He wanted to take dancing lessons because I'd been calling him old and stuffy a lot lately. He wanted to prove that he would be able to outdance anybody half his age.
And somebody took pictures?
Oh, honey, no story's ever that simple with Asa Buchanan. No, no. No, the pictures were a setup by Dorian because she wanted to compromise Asa.
Dorian had to uphold the character of the national intruder, is that it?
No, Wanda. She had a good reason. Asa had already played a very dirty trick on her, and that is why I am blaming him for this whole humiliating mess.
I don't get it.
All right. Dorian thought that Max Holden.
Yeah. Now that is the story of the year.
Honey, tell me about it. No, Max Holden told her that he wanted to go partners with her and buy the Intruder, except that they were doing it with Asa's money.
Right.
Asa wanted to buy the Intruder, bury it, so that Dorian would lose a bundle of money.
Right. I still don't get it.
Wanda, you know Asa Buchanan. He cannot pass up a chance to put one over on a so-called enemy.
But I didn't realize that Dorian was an enemy.
It happened at the No, Wanda, look. The point is he has not mellowed much. No matter what he says, he can still be as ruthless as ever.
No. The point is that he loves the dickens out of you.
Then why? Why would he let me be put in such an embarrassing position in this town?
Well, maybe we will get the answer to that one right now. Cousin Asa, how you doing?
Well, if you've been sitting with my wife, you probably already know. Renee got caught in the middle of a business problem. She blames me instead of blaming the real culprit.
If I wanted to still be talking about this, I'd be at home, Wanda. Would you please tell Asa that I'd like to eat my dinner in peace?
No, I'm not going to do that. Asa, you take my chair. You just go and you sit down. And you two work this out. And you beg if you have to.
I can't stand this anymore, Renee.
Does that mean that you'll never do it again? I doubt it. As soon as you have the first opportunity.
Oh, honey.
No, now look. I'm beginning to learn something about you. I think that you enjoy subterfuge and revenge more than you enjoy peace in your family.
I've got something for you. Something that's going to tell you how sorry I am in ways that I cannot.
You're changing the subject, Asa.
I sure as hell am.
I don't want another diamond anything from you.
These ain't diamonds. This is something very close to your heart.
Forgive me. The old fool.
I've done everything I promised to do. So far, I think.
Well, not really. You said that we would do everything together from now on. And yet here I am, about to take a bath all by myself.
Oh, no. God, not the bathtub again, please.
Yes, it's your first test of married love. Do you love me enough? Do you love me enough to take another bath with me?
But I still haven't recovered from the last bath we took together, okay? Just kiss me, okay? Just kiss me.
You know, one kiss, even 2 kisses, sometimes even 3 is required before a bath.
I love you. You know that? I love you.
I think that you are wheeling and dealing me, Asa Buchanan.
I sure as hell am. Is it working?
Well, sure is a ton full of roses. And it's a pretty humble message.
That's as humble as I get. Oh, boys, stay by the door till I need you again. Renee, when we took our marriage vows, I never swore to not disappoint you. I tried not to, believe me, but, you know, something's gonna happen.
Honey, you have changed in so many ways that make me so happy, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to your mean streak. It's real hard for me to accept it.
Hey, I don't want you to accept it. It's very unattractive. Eventually, and hopefully, with your help and love, I'll stop being so thoughtless, or whatever you call it.
Apologies accepted.
Hot damn!
Your dirty pictures didn't work.
Well, I was just hoping Renee had the good sense to let him go and take his money.
Looks like true love to me.
Well, then, I think we should go over and say hello.
Dorian, I do not want any trouble in this restaurant.
You're not going to get any trouble from me. It's Asa you have to worry about.
Oh, what are you two doing? Following us all around?
No, not at all.
Nice to see you two are doing fine in spite of the raunchy photos.
Renee, I am so sorry if you were hurt. It was not my intention. I mean, all is fair in love and war, and Asa did start a royal battle.
And I'm going to end it like I'm going to end the Intruder.
Asa, remember what
I
you
know
said.
that you don't care about money that much, but I also know that when you're thrown out of the State Department for being such a ditz, you're worried about having your reputation again. Well, I'm here to tell you, lady, when I get through with you, you're going to be lucky if you're qualified to clean a toilet.
Oh, Rod, I'm so glad you wore your wire. You did get every word of that, didn't you, on tape? That's it. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Well, what do you mean goodbye, Renee? What?
Because you seem to really enjoy bullying, and Dorian really seems to enjoy receiving it. The two of you have a whole lot of fun, but please leave me out of it this time.
If you think I was loco before, you watch me now, lady.
Fellas, would you be so kind as to take that to Mr. Buchanan's home, if you would? Thank you very much.
I didn't do it, Wanda. Asa did.
Listen, you just order something and sit down, or just leave.
Okay. Okay, we'll have 2 iced teas, 2 big ones.
Oh, big ones. Fine. Sit down.
Talk about coming into a joint and making a hit.
Yes, well, I'm afraid we may have made too big a hit. I have never seen that look in Asa's eyes. We might be in for very, very deep trouble.
We've made our little boy very happy.
Yeah. Well, we certainly put him through hell.
He's a tough kid. He's gonna make it, you know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give him a good life. I'm gonna make tons of money, and I'm gonna make sure that both of you live in style. And if you stick with me, you can get whatever you want. A limo, driver, flowers, and a house that will make Grandview look like an outhouse.
Max. Hearing you talk about making it to the top, well, I wonder if maybe I'm to blame. It's my fault.
What are you talking about? Your fault.
I've always known you were ambitious. But when you bought Max's place, I thought that was it. I didn't think all those other things really mattered anymore.
But remember, I faced death in that car accident. And from that moment, I vowed to live life to the fullest.
Yeah. But you also heard me screaming out words like power and prestige and money.
Yeah. But I knew where you were coming from. You were bitter, you were angry, and rightfully so. You know, remember the first time we met in Argentina? I was in line to own that ranch. And then when I took over the hotel, the Holden Towers, I made that into big business. That was always the real me, always.
Seems like 100 years ago now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly feels that way. And hopefully, we're older and wiser. And, you know, maybe, just maybe, we found the secret to happiness.
And that is to never be too far away from the one that you love. And always believe his or her word against all the odds.
And never assume what appears to be really is.
And always believe in the unbelievable.
You know, I made certain vows and promises.
Yes, you did.
These few days. And I'm going to do my best to keep them. And one of those is to make the National Intruder the top paper in this country.
That's another thing I love about you. Oops. You never let a man like Asa Buchanan stand in your way, do you?
Nah.
Nah.
He's just an obstacle in the path of my success. And if he really gives me trouble, I'll just blow him out of the water and just keep on climbing up the ladder of success.
If that's what you want, it's fine by me.
All I really want right now is you. Do you feel us? Huh? Make love to me.
My lips are so sore.
Well, I'll be gentle, okay?
Sit down over here and get back to the meal, please.
I don't want my meal.
You get... The chef can be seen later to talk to him about tomorrow's meal, can he?
That's right. Let's have a little discussion about discipline because certain members of my entourage are starting to act real loco.
Lucky, how exactly did Jake get on the island?
Let's talk about this later, okay? Johnny's looking over here now, so somebody just please, somebody tell a joke.
How's Spring?
She's plotting your demise,
Well.
although I told her some other people might have beaten her to it.
I can just imagine what's going through Tina's head about now.
What worries me is what she's talking about. Sugar Babe, why don't we just circulate around the room, a little social? Howdy, y'all. Sorry.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this could be the prince, so this must be... What, is he like one of your other boyfriends, Susie?
You know, I don't understand why he's here. He was so angry at me when I left Landview. I never thought that he would show up. But he is here, so obviously he came here for me. But why would he have come here if he was still angry at me?
You know, I don't get this. I saw him making eyes at Charlotte.
Oh, don't try and make me jealous, Marco.
Well, I'm not making... That's not the point. That's not at all what I'm doing.
You and I are friends. That's the way it always has been. That's the way it always will be. Now, after dinner, I'm going to go in and talk to Jake. If you don't like the idea of that, well, you have a half an hour to get used to it.
Dorian, dear, are you being entirely straight about your finances?
Just what do you mean by that?
What I mean is I know you're incredibly rich, so why can't you raise the $1 or $2 million to save the paper?
Surely you jest.
Do I? I don't think so.
Look, Rod, I spent millions of dollars buying the Intruder already. Now, yes, I am wealthy, but an unlimited bank account, no.
Okay, that doesn't. I'm definitely working for nothing for the next few months. That should save, $900,000.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were making $300,000 a month.
You didn't?
No, but now I know why we're broke. You know something, none of this is very funny, and I don't know how you can make me laugh about it.
That's just the kind of guy I am.
Cynical, huh?
Only when I'm not optimistic, and I'm very optimistic now because you are a winner. Now, I am sure that you're going to come up with the perfect idea to save the paper.
Rod, I just told you, I don't have an unlimited bank account.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about smarts. You can outwit Asa Buchanan any day of the week. I just wish you weren't so beautiful.
My, there's this tiny little voice running around in my head saying, don't ask why, but I can't help it. Why do you wish I weren't so beautiful?
Because then I could concentrate on creative ideas instead of having my mind always wandering over to you.
Well, I see. I shouldn't have asked. But now that your flattery has gotten you somewhere, I think I'll accept your offer to work for nothing.
Splendid. We'll finalize it in a contract.
You need a contract to guarantee you won't get paid?
Yes. Just for 3 months. When the paper gets on its feet, you can pay me.
Yes, but in 3 months, if the paper folds and you don't have anything, it's not worth the risk.
Okay, we'll sweeten the risk. If the paper doesn't go under, then you can cut me a small part of your share, say 7%.
Then I suppose the gamble would be worth the risk. All right. If you're game, so am I.
Can I have your napkin, please?
What?
I need 2 napkins for 2 contracts.
2 napkins? What are you doing? What, you're drawing a heart on the contract?
I'm signing this contract with my heart, Dorian. You think my brain would let me work for nothing?
Guess what, Tina? You're finally going to have that conference with the person who can help settle your debt.
What? Oh, that's wonderful. Who is it? Harold or Leopold or...
No. Somebody I've got an in with. Besides, those guys might want a personal payment.
Oh.
Here she is.
Greg, but you already threatened me.
Well, that was before I knew you were a friend of Johnny's. But since I'm a good friend of Johnny's, and since he seems to have this thing for you.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
It means instead of threatening you for the 50 grand, I am now working on getting your debt erased.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really appreciate it, but what does that mean that I owe you, then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Except that you stay friends with my pal John.
Are you happy now?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like he just said the same thing you've been saying, that he'd work on getting my debt erased.
Yeah, he'll do it. So relax now, will you? And concentrate on me and on us. And right now, concentrate on following my lead as we dance.
All right, I'm under control again. Lucky said he wasn't going to tell me how Jake got here until everybody was together.
Well, then it's about time.
Well, he didn't get my message that I sent in that bottle, do you think?
No, he got my message. The one I tied to Tweety's leg. I sent him to Landview.
It's a joke, right?
This is no joke.
But where's the boat that Jake came in?
He didn't. He swam.
Swam?
Am I not talking loud enough here? He took a boat most of the way here and swam the last mile.
But we need a boat. Why didn't you write that in the note?
Will you get off my aching back?
Would you two please stop?
Obviously, if he swam the rest of the way here, he didn't bring a gun or anything else we can use.
That's right. He took a fishing boat most of the way here and dove off the siding, and I had to find him some new clothes.
Obviously, then he's no use to us. He's just another liability, another body on the island.
Plus, we gotta eat his cooking.
Yeah. That about sizes it up.
So he came here to see me?
Oh, yeah. That's it.
So, Whitey, when is something else going to happen around here besides eating and swimming?
That's a good question. What the hell are these guys waiting for?
Well, I'm certainly in no hurry. You know, I think they're expecting you to have answers to me that you don't have.
Well, what about this meeting tonight?
So what's the story with this guy? What's going on with you two?
Why can't I meet just a simple guy? Is it something in my genes?
Yeah, I think it's something in your genes, all right.
You know, I'm not self-destructive. I just want a little peace, a little joy, a little love, a little committed
peace,
love.
I want a little joy, a little love.
Oh, just shut up, Marco. Just shut up.
You know, I met this guy 5 minutes ago. I already don't like him. I already know he's the wrong guy for you.
No. He is the right guy for me. I know that. The fact that he swam all the way here to Batterley proves that it's not over between us.
It proves that he's a nutcase. So are you.
Yeah, well, when he's through in the kitchen, we're gonna straighten this out.
Jake. Going anywhere? What are you going to do? Try to get a shot or what?
I don't really want to dance right now. Besides, I don't think Carlo Hesser's daughter wants to be seen dancing with one of the cooks. At least not in public, does she?
Usually that's true. However, I always make an exception for a very sexy man.
Me?
Come on, don't act like you don't know it.
I wouldn't argue with you.
Why do you keep looking over there? You can't be eyeing that mousy librarian.
No, I'm not eyeing that mousy librarian, no.
Well, since you won't dance with me, how about a moonlight dip?
Yeah, I'd love to do that, except, my swimsuit has disappeared.
Really?
Mm.
Isn't that a coincidence? All of my swimsuits have disappeared, too.
Well, I tell you what, we'll go for that swim, okay? But can I first, take you up on that dance?
Of course.
Whitey, we're going to have a little meeting, impromptu, concerning profits.
Oh, great. That's one of my favorite subjects, honey. See you in a little bit. Excuse us.
Sarah, why don't you keep Tina company? I'm sure she could use a little female companionship.
Oh, JD, it would be my pleasure. Mine too. What is that guy Jake doing here?
He found out that Megan was in some kind of trouble. Now, he got here without a boat, so he doesn't have a boat. And he also didn't know that this place was overrun with gangsters.
Did Johnny say anything about Jake? Yeah, he seems a little suspicious of him. Excuse me for a second. Cord.
What?
Look, it's really obvious to me that you're angry with me.
Tina, I'm real tired of being jerked around, that's all.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and that cheap hood, Tina. You know, you haven't been entirely honest with me about the nature of your relationship with the man. Nor have you told me what the hell you're doing here in the first place.
I told you I came here because I wanted to further my interior decorating career. Come on, why won't you just believe me for a second?
Because you're lying, Tina. That's why I can't believe you. Once again, you were lying, and you could get all of us into worse trouble than we are right now. And that's the truth, isn't it?
Telling you can't do that. It's a silly, dangerous game.
Lighten up, Marco. All right, Megan? This would be my pleasure.
Honey.
Jake, darling, I needed to talk to you.
Well, it really looks like Rosemary outdid herself this time.
Are you hungry?
I'm famished. Ooh, and that champagne looks good.
You know, we've been too busy making love that we even haven't had time to toast ourselves.
And if you keep doing this, we'll get started all over again.
Good.
Our food's going to get cold.
So what? Rosemary and Howard has that microwave.
That's true, they
Close
do.
your eyes.
Why?
Remember, you took a vow to obey me as my wife.
No,
Do as
I
you're told.
didn't.
Just do as I told, please.
Are you going to pour the champagne all over me?
Yeah, all over you.
Oh, all right then.
I peek?
No. No. You keep those eyes closed.
Hurry up.
Okay, open them.
Well, where's my surprise?
Did I say anything about a surprise?
Well, you ordered me to keep my eyes closed.
No, that was a test, and you failed. Now, come on.
What?
Pick up your glass and tangle the arms
You're definitely up to something, aren't you?
to us.
What?
I'm sorry. I got these glasses reversed.
What difference does it make?
Well, it does to me, okay? Just pick up
Oh,
your
don't
glass.
tell me that you married me for the life insurance.
Just shut up. Entwine your arms.
Okay.
Now, where were we?
We were toasting our love for one another.
Yeah, and how much I love you, and all this was worth everything that we went through.
Most importantly, to Mr. and Mrs. Max Holden. Oh, my goodness. Look what I found.
What is it?
Well, I would say that that is the biggest diamond ring anybody has ever found.
Who the hell
at
gave you
bottom of
this?
A champagne glass.
I mean, I certainly can't afford it.
Well, that's true. But on closer inspection, I would say that's a fake.
Well, then I probably gave it to you.
Yeah.
But only as a symbol. Because I'm going to replace this sucker with the real thing when I have money.
You don't have to do that. All I want and need is you and our son. I don't need diamonds, fake or real, just our family.
I just want to give you something. It's a humble thing, but
Such as?
50-50 of my half of the Intruder.
Max, you don't have to do that.
I know. But I want to. I want you to get it, that we're partners in everything, okay?
Oh, Charlotte, I am so sorry.
Oh, I bet you are.
Oh, yeah, darling, I tripped.
I'll tell you what, I'll go get some napkins. I'll be back.
No, Jake, that won't be necessary. I'm just gonna go up to shower and change into my beach attire. I'll see you soon, you know where.
What are you doing here, and what was that all about?
Sarah, nice to see you again.
It's okay, I can take it from here. Thank you very much. So, I hear that you swam all the way here just to save me.
It was a mistake on my part.
Why are you so angry at me?
Why are you hooked up with this guy all of a sudden? Would it take you 5 minutes to get over me, huh?
Marco is an old friend. He kept us from getting killed. We all took on some roles, and I happened to take on the role of his girlfriend.
And you, being the perfect little actress, had to practice down on the beach by making out with him. Is that right? I caught that, Megan. That was my welcome Jake present.
We were not making out. That kiss, it was a friendly kiss.
Oh, yeah, sure it was.
Come on, Ruby, Atlantic City. Don't you remember I told you about all that? That is Marco Dane.
Then this is the guy that was in love with you. This is the guy that wanted to marry you, my little port in a storm.
Oh, you are so impossibly arrogant. You won't have anything to do with me in Landview, and then you come here totally uninvited, I may add.
Where the...
And then, excuse me! And then you're yelling at me, and you're the one that's flirting with Charlotte Hesser.
He invited me, and where the hell do you get off, going off on me because I'm...
Oh.
Guys, keep it down.
And another thing. I really, really would appreciate it if you didn't make that hash again.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Tina. Cord, if you follow me in here so you could just yell at me, then don't. Just leave me alone.
Tina, I don't mean to intentionally hurt you. I'm just trying to find out what
Cord,
is...
listen to me. There are some big lies and there are some small lies, and there are lies that don't mean anything, okay? Listen to me. You're just always thinking the worst. Why don't you just... Okay, I am not sexually involved with Johnny,
Tina,
okay?
look,
I'm not.
What?
I'm just leading him on because I have to, okay? That's all.
So what are you saying to me? That all this interior decorating stuff, that's got nothing to do with anything? Is that what you're saying?
No, it is. It's just that it's not,
It's not what? Tina, what?
It's not...
What is it not, Tina?
It's just, Cord, I wish you would just have a little faith in me for a change.
I'm sorry, Tina, I can't because I know you too well, and I know that right now you are lying to me.
Well, what about you? You're lying to me.
About what, Tina? What am I lying to you about?
About how you feel about me, Cord Roberts. That's the best chicken. Why do you think it is that I couldn't possibly eat another bite?
I don't know. I have the same feeling. You know, maybe we're sick.
Yeah. We're so sick with love and lust.
Lust and love.
And you know what, Mr. Holden? I've got it so bad that I won't be able to ever complete another meal.
Among every other thing. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What?
I mean, I can't go to work anymore. I mean, I get a taste of you and everything goes out of my life. I mean, I can't help but, you know, keep my hands all over you. And my kisses. I mean, forget the telephone. My lips are busy kissing you, among other things.
Thanks, because this is neither the time or the place for any kind of activity and yelling like
you,
that.
pal?
Do you have any idea who these guys are? Just take a look around you, please.
He's right. He's right.
Relax. I will be returning to the kitchen part of the wall. Take yours.
We're recording Spring.
I saw Cord going out after Tina.
Spring went upstairs to bed.
Talk to those guys?
Oh, yeah, they want to talk about profits, how much money was going to be made from shipping all these drugs to Landview, how it was going to be divided up.
Honey, could you participate in that conversation?
I just had to act greedy, sweetheart. I didn't have to be knowledgeable.
No mention of a hidden drug factory on the island?
None.
Does anybody beside me feel like we're running out of time?
Yes. Especially now that your little friend is here. The way he's behaving, he's certainly going to give us all away.
All right, blame it on me. Like him coming here is my fault. He came here to see you, and don't forget it.
Would you just cut it out?
Look, I'm going to bed.
I'm going upstairs with you. When a librarian acts like that.
I want to turn in, honey. I want to get a good night's sleep so maybe I can think clearly in the morning, you know? We are letting these guys decide our destinies for us. We ought to be deciding our own.
Huh?
Lucky?
Yeah? What?
Are you going to turn in?
No, well, not just yet. Anyway, I never go to sleep until I know that Spring is totally passed out.
Good night.
Later. Good night.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Just hold on one sec, will you? Maestro.
Oh, yes, sir.
Could you play a couple more songs, please?
Hi, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks. Can I have this dance?
Is your wife coming back?
No.
Oh.
No, she's turned into a broom flying around someplace right now, and I don't really care where.
So we have all night.
Uh-huh.
All of this anger of yours is coming from jealousy, and you know it.
No, that's bull, and you know it,
No,
Tina.
you just don't want to believe it. That's the truth, Cord. You're in denial.
No, that's not. Look, I am just worried about you spending so much time with this jerk, all right? I'm worried about CJ's mama getting herself hurt or killed because once again, she is in over her head.
So that's it, huh?
Yes.
You're just worried because I'm CJ's mama.
That's right.
You're not worried because you can't stand the way you feel when you see Johnny touching me. Nothing to do with that, huh?
No, ma'am.
No? No?
What are you doing here with Tina?
Johnny, the meeting's over already.
Yeah, it's over. And now I want to know about this meeting.
Well, your lady wanted to go out and get some fresh air. I didn't see her guardian angel anywhere around, and I didn't like the idea of the lady walking around alone in the dark.
The only threat to Tina is you, Cordero. Now, I thought I made myself clear. You're moving into territory where you could get yourself seriously hurt. So back off.
Good night, Tina. Johnny.
You know, Tina, I keep getting this feeling that things aren't really the way they seem.
This is Joan London. The use of lasers in cosmetic surgery. Is it safe? Tomorrow, the experts announce their findings. Plus, the ghost from Ghost, Patrick Swayze and Gina Davis tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow, following Brewster Place, letters from home touch the hearts of the men and women of China Beach. Now, stay tuned for General Hospital, following an ABC News brief.